So today's big show is on politics of the Gilded Age. The Gilded Age being the time period we've been studying, 1880 to 1910. We're going to begin by looking at the spoils system, and that is a system in which elected politicians rewarded their supporters by giving them government jobs. Government jobs, important jobs and not as important jobs, were given based on if you supported the politician, not if you could do the job. This system often made the government inefficient and corrupt. Whoever was the biggest supporter for a politician running for office could be get a lucrative government job. But lucrative meaning they would be paid well to do the job and have some influence and power, even if they weren't qualified to do the job. The assassination of President Garfield made people demand reform. Uh, Garfield was shot by someone frustrated with the spoils system. He couldn't get hired, and he reasoned that he would be more likely to get hired if the vice president, Chester Arthur, was president. So he shot Garfield. He didn't get the job. This led to the Pendleton Act of 1883 that required that some government jobs be filled by competitive written exams rather than by patronage. This didn't completely fix the problem because it only dealt with a few jobs, a few of the occupations in government, but at least it began to clean up the mess that the spoils system had created. Another big movement of this time period was populism. Populism refers to having the support of regular people, but in this particular case, it really began with a movement to increase farmers' political power. And they supported a variety of things. For example, the coinage of silver to increase the supply of money, which leads to inflation or a general rise of prices. Having more money printed, and by the coinage of silver, meaning that things weren't tied to a gold standard. When money is tied to the gold standard, there has to be $1 worth of gold for every dollar bill that you print. With silver, you could have a lot more money because you could add silver to the government coffers, not just gold. They're going to be printing a lot more money. Inflation may lead to a rise in prices, but it does drive down interest rates and allows farmers to get better prices for their crops. They also favored government control of railroads and other large industries, and they favored a graduated income tax. This is a tax based on the net income of an individual or business, and taxes would be different if you made more. So you would pay more taxes and have it be taxed at a higher rate if you made more money. That is the system that we are supposed to have right now, though it doesn't always work that way because of deductions. For example, in 2018, Amazon, the company, earned $10 billion and paid zero in federal income tax. A leader of populism, which was their political party was called the People's Party, was William Jennings Bryan, and he would run for president several times, never winning. But he will become an influential figure in this whole populist movement. And that's your big show for today.